Hello everybody, how is it going? So today we are playing some Ace. He recently got second at I believe a Carta Magica regional. I'm pretty sure. I think it was a regional, but yeah. Ace has always been a pretty cool deck in my opinion. He kind of got hit really hard though when Whitebeard kind of got nerfed with the Newgate to 1, Beam to 1, Marco to 1, but yeah, he recently did very well, so I figured I'd give him a little bit of playtime. But I won't lie, the matchups in this video are like not the ones I was looking for, so I might do another video on Ace to try to find the more meta decks like Law, Whitebeard, Zoro, because I'm pretty sure he should do good into Law, because that just makes sense, right? He should do, like, I'm curious how he does into Newgate. Like, it might be okay, it might not be okay. I'm really not sure. But our first game was against a Yamato, which the deck is solid. I mean, they got 9-drop Yamato. It's more just like, why choose Yamato over like Katakuri? I think is just the debate. If there even is one. I think just 10-drop Mom being as strong as 10-drop Mom is, it's kind of hard to play a yellow deck that doesn't have access to it, at least mono yellow. I understand playing Queen, because Queen is just very different from the other yellow decks, like similar but different. But yeah, we are playing the Pel. I'll put the list at the end. It's just the second place list. I just wanted to, I wasn't theory crafting Ace at all, trying to figure out the list on my own. I just saw Ace did well, and I was like, oh, I should try the list. So that's what we're doing. Kind of weird he played the Sanji before attacking, but yeah, everyone does it sometimes, including myself. You just forget. And he's actually going to use Smoothie's effect to swing for 7, take a life, which I think Yamato can do pretty comfortably, because, it makes her a 6k, at least in that certain spot where like putting herself at a 6k is pretty solid. This turn, this card feels so good. Like, I've been, when I was playing Red Purple Law, obviously Ace doesn't have Rush, but this card having Rush is so good. Like, this card is ridiculous, honestly. So we're gonna pretty easily out kind of his whole board here. We'll see what he finds off the Paro Sparrow. Let's see, he's thinking a little bit. Come on, show me the pop-up. He grabbed a Pudding. Okay. And we'll just go 7 at life. Just a pretty easy 2k for him, but might as well. Yep. And we'll just pass. So, honestly, like, the deck felt pretty good as I was playing. I was worried about, like, the slower matchups, or, like, what Ace usually loses to, like, Yellow being able to spam 10 drops, and you aren't going to have all the outs to them, obviously. By the way, this turn is disgusting. We, take the hit, we get a Jet Pistol, and then we're just going to Flame Emperor the Katakuri. That turn was gross, but also he doesn't have a Dawn attached to leader, so he's only at 5, so we can pretty easily swing for 9, and then just leave 1 up for the guard point. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, I was worried about the slower matchups, but I don't know, the inclusion of like Makino and just Buggy being Buggy, like you get some decent early swings, it's not terrible. Obviously Marco, the 5-drop Marco, kind of just always being there is definitely good. So yeah, I think it does okay into the slower matchups, but the deck against like Zoro, I'm not too sure. Like, I'm pretty sure he does well against Law, just because the amount of removal you play, obviously. Removal hurts Law quite a bit. Newgate, I feel like they're only really playing 1 card a turn, and if you kind of answer that card every turn, it sounds like it'd be good. So yeah, I imagine you do pretty okay into Newgate. Yeah, I need to play more of the deck. I'm pretty sure he does really well into green, so like green, purple, Dofi. But yeah, for now, these are just the matches that I got. I just recorded 3 because that's what I think that's what most of the testing videos have been around. Yeah. So we'll take a hit there and then defend the other one. We see a Crossfire, but we're probably just gonna attack and just go for game, because he only has 5 cards in hand and we have 3 events to trash. So yeah, we'll just tax him with the 6k hit from the Pell, and then we'll just put the rest of our Dawn on leader and trash our 3 events, and it should be more than enough. Does arrow my leader, which I mean, it's okay, but I don't know. I don't know if it's better than just arrowing the Pell. I think it is because it's a little bit more optimal, I guess. But I don't think it mattered whether he did it then or now. But yeah, we're just still gonna swing 15. Still a huge number. Only has 3 cards. Most he could get is till like 11. And yeah, we do get the game against Yamato. Next up we have Queen, another deck that again it's like, I think Flame Emperor just existing makes this matchup pretty damn doable, just because, you know, the turn they play, like their 8-drop, you just instantly out the 8-drop and potentially double attack them, if not eat a blocker. You can answer little blockers pretty efficiently with 5-drop Marco, with 9-drop Whitebeard if you see him. I think did I see Whitebeard last game? I don't think I did, but I think this game and the next game I like opened Whitebeard and I'm like, oh, that's cool. That card feels so good, like playing. I don't know, I feel like I didn't play enough red when he was at 4 and stuff. I think I've just been playing Law ever since OP04, which he is red, but he wasn't, you know, the Whitebeard package red. He's been the same since OP02. Deck is too good. We grab a Jet Pistol off life. Right here I go 5 and then I think 7 with leader. Maybe should have went just double 6Ks. You know, ask for at least a 2K here, instead of just saying give me a 1K and then take this life or block. So it definitely could have been better, but it's alright. What are we to do? Didn't really want to Jet Pistol the Dofi, figured there'd be better targets later on. Like I guess like Soka King or something. But yeah. Also I have a Fire Fist in hand, which, I mean, blocker Dofi happens to be the perfect number 4, and yeah, he just plays a Sanji, so pretty happy I didn't Jet Pistol last turn, because we get kind of max value off of our Fire Fist without having to do any setup or anything like that. Just get rid of 2 blockers, and we're probably just going to swing big, or not, we're just going to swing 7, leave up a guard point. We didn't really need to do that, we could have just went 8, asked for double 2Ks. Just because, I mean, I'll gladly take a life if Queen's going to give me a life. It's very interesting he wasn't starving me here. I'm not sure if Queen is supposed to starve Ace. I think it just depends, like maybe he thought I was on like the stage card, which obviously you can't really starve me if I'm drawing a card for turn and a search every turn, so maybe that's the assumption he was under. Not sure. But he'll play the Kaya, and then a Boa blocker, and then a ulti. Interesting he's playing ulti in Queen. Maybe it's just to help combat Law. I feel like that's kind of Blue's universal answer into Law, is playing this ulti. It's a solid card. I mean, it's kind of like a Robin, but interacts with like costs instead of power. But yeah, we're just gonna swing 7 and kind of do nothing this turn. We don't have really anything to play, which is unfortunate. Also, random side note, I did win my locals championship, which is pretty cool. I was playing Law, same list as I think the guide. Yeah, it was the guide video. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I didn't realize it was top 4. Instead, like top 4 got prizing. It wasn't just first. I maybe would have played a bit more of a fun deck, because honestly it was kind of just like locals, but it was funny just because my round 1 was Croc and Law is good into that, and then my next 3 rounds was Katakuri and Law is very good into that as well. So yeah, went pretty well. But I guess looking back at the match, he swings a lot with ulti. Swings 8 at me. I'll probably just take and get a Flame Emperor. I don't really even want to use it. I just want to save it to answer like an 8-drop or a 9-drop, because I do have the Otama. So kind of whatever he plays, I can Flame Emperor. Card pretty good. He's gonna swing 9. I'm like sure I'll defend this. I don't know. I definitely could have taken it as well, but whatever. We'll defend it. So this turn, we're definitely just playing 9-drop. If he has the Red Rock, it is what it is. At least we still get a 7k swing in, and he doesn't get to play an 8-drop next turn, which means I have another turn to kind of get down his life a little bit. I'm going to ignore the ulti, because, I mean, whatever. It's like taxing his Dawn already. And if he plays like a 9-drop, he can't swing with it in my life. He can't swing with it at all this turn, unless he just wants to like turn skip, which is interesting if he wants to. Plays the Mihawk. Obviously cannot bottom deck Newgate. Just goes Dawn on leader to gain a life, which is definitely fair. And just passes. And we do have the answer. We have the really efficient answer in the round table into Newgate swing. I debate on what I should swing with first. I end up going with leader because I'm like, yeah, he only has 2 cards, so he could get out of the 7, but he can never get out of the 12, so maybe he'll want to drop 2 cards there. But he doesn't, and triggers a Brûlée, which is a bit unfortunate because I'm always popping the Mihawk and not the Brûlée, so the Brûlée will probably just eat that hit. And I will play down the Izo just because it could potentially be another attacker having 2 Makinos in hand. And yeah, grabbing the 5-cost Marco sounds like a good idea because Queen has a ton of the 1000 powered blockers that he can trigger off of life, so could definitely be a good answer to one of them. Now has the Red Rock to my 9-drop, which is kind of fine. It got its value, honestly. I feel like Red Rock is only super good when you kind of have it the turn after, which means that your opponent kind of turn skipped, but I got my removal value on my 12k swing, so I'd say it's fine to get Red Rock then. We'll defend, I think, again, one of the hits and take the other one. Kind of an awkward turn. I kind of wanted to Flame Emperor and just try to put him on 0, and I think that is what I end up doing. Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, whatever. Let's put him at 0 and say, just better have it. If he did have a top end here and regained a life, it would have been very good, but again, I put him on have it, Even if he has a blocker, we can Otama Marco it and then just swing big, or just Marco it if it's one of the small blockers. Plays down the Soga King, picks back up his Perona. I always forget that blue cards, a lot of them at least, can pick up your own cards, which is it's pretty cool. It's definitely convenient if you have to play out a Kaya or something. We find a Flame Emperor, which is pretty solid. I can do that, or I can just Marco. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna Marco, because if he survives the 10k hit, I can always just Flame Emperor next turn, and hopefully my Marco would stick. But to be fair, a lot of his top end would have outed it, other than Yamato, but he did not have enough to get out of the 10k swing, so that is the game. And the final game I got today is against a Nami, which should be hard for Ace, because again, we're not really a super aggro deck. It's we're half aggro, because we play the Buggies and the Makinos, and our curve is really solid, but it's kind of, it's split. We have a lot of good removal, we have a decent amount of, I guess attack power is how I'd say it, I don't know, rush down, but yeah. I feel like there's honestly a consideration to play Dadan in this deck, but maybe not. I feel like it's awkward fitting it with all the events you want to play. But he plays a Kaya, trashes a Deathwink, and I forgot what else. A Brick Fist, okay. And we are immediately going to swing with his Buggy. That's the value right there. Early game against Nami, 5k swings feel pretty good. Late game, we transition to swinging 9 to hopefully, exhaust the events she has in hand. But we go double 5, he counters out of both, that's pretty cool with me. Yep, we really wanted that 5-drop Marco. This is kind of, I feel like the curve Ace needs to see to really beat this deck, because we'll be very efficient every turn in playing, our strongest body. And then we should be able to have 1 or 2 turns with that board to try to go for game. So we had a pretty good draws this game. We find another 5-drop Marco, which is cool, but probably not going to play it this game. It's probably just going to be Marco, Ace, Newgate, attack for a whole lot. That's the game plan. It is nice to get to pop the Kaya here, because Nami does do a lot of bouncing back of that Kaya, so getting one off board feels pretty good. He will Spada out of the leader swing, and we'll just play Marco, get rid of the Kaya. He plays a Pilaf, and I imagine passes here, maybe plays a Kaya or a Buggy. Probably want to leave some amount of Dawn up. Okay, just passes. We find another 5-drop Marco. Alright, Marco, I get it. We'll go 6 at life. Just ask for a 2k. Probably going to be a Spada or a Rubber Band. or it can just be a normal 2K, which it was there. Then we'll just go 5. And he will Love Beam, which, yeah, that's cool with me. And then we'll just play Ace. Don't got any targets for him, we'll just swing for 7. He's just a 7k body that has Rush for now, and that's fine. And next turn, obviously, is the new gate turn. We'll have some pretty decent attacks with 2 7s and a 6. And then the turn after our new gate, we really got to put the pressure on, because I think he's already pretty low in deck size. I don't know, when I hover over it, I'll try to pay attention. I kind of check it quickly. I should slow down when I'm playing against Nami, at least when I'm recording, just to see. But he trashes a Deathwink and a Mr. 1 off the Kaya. He already played the peel off this turn. Again, I'd imagine with 4 Dawn, Nami really doesn't play anything outside of like maybe a Searcher or another Kaya. So it's probably just going to be a pass here. Leave up some Dawn to defend next turn. And yep, we'll go 6, ask for a 2k. Let's see what he gives us. Gives us a Gavel. That's good for me. I'll take that. Over countering is always nice. We'll go 7. Probably gonna receive like a 2-cost event here. Another Love. It's pretty good. We'll play our 9-drop, attack for 7 again. And unless he has like a Gavel, he's probably just taking this hit. Yep. And gets a All-Stars trigger for the draw 2. Very solid for him, very solid. Man, I'm trying to see how much he has in deck. I think I just checked it, but it was way too quick. Come on, let me see. But plays the Zeph, takes back Kaya, dumps 2, replays the Kaya, draws 2, trashes 2. He's gaming. Okay, he has 16 in deck right now. So yeah, this is definitely gonna be close. Like, it's kind of spooky. We're probably going to want to Jet Pistol that Zeph next turn just to not give him that out, while also still trying to swing pretty big. We'll go 9 with... We're probably just going to go 9, and then either 10 or 11 with the Whitebeard, and then Jet Pistol the Zeph, just again so we don't have to deal with it. Don't really want to leave any defense up, although I guess maybe I could just leave like the 3 Dawn instead of like using the 4 to pop, and then just have like 3 guard points up. And if he wants to swing really big, we kind of punish him for wasting a bunch of Dawn on that swing. That's possible too, but my mind was kind of stuck on Jet Pistol. I'm going to go 1 Dawn on the new gate and attack for 11. Hopefully taking this second to last life. He loves and then takes it. Okay, kind of weird. Maybe just trying to get more mills in, but I was always swinging my leader for 5 or 9, and I think either one of those he could have gotten out using that Love Beam. So probably a misplay, and we'll just end our turn with Jet Pistoling the Zeph and passing to him. And as long as he doesn't deck himself out this turn, or set himself up to deck him out on my turn, we should be winning. But this turn is scary because he plays Kaya. He's on 8 cards now. Still has 9 Dawn to work with. Could potentially have like a Zeph. Okay, no, he Brickfist like Kaya back, plays it again. Now he's down to 6. And right here, if he like plays Zeph, takes it back, mills 2. Oh wait, no, he's like 1 Dawn off that play I was thinking of. So yeah, still pretty scary. We'll see though. If he has like another Brickfist, that's pretty good. So I'll get him down to 4. And then he needs like a Love and like a Gavel and like, I don't know. We'll see what he has. We're just gonna have to go for it. We'll attack. Again, 9 sounds just like the best number, so that's what we're going with. Go 9 with Marco. He will Love Beam and 2k. We'll go 9 with Ace. He will activate a Gavel, put himself up to 9, and then again, I don't know, what that was. Actually, no, I think I know what it was. He was trying to set up his Deathwing. That was the reason he did that. Which I guess fair play. Fair play. Right? But if he just held the gavel here, isn't it kind of the same thing? Or maybe, I don't know. Could have been a misplay. But we do end up getting it, and I think he had like one card in deck or something. I don't even think I looked. I was too scared. But yeah, those are some games with Ace. I'll probably play a bit more of him just to try to find, again, some more meta matchups with like Law. And we want the big three. We want Law, we want Whitebeard, we want Zoro, and probably Katakuri as well, because 10-drop Big Mom kind of good. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching.